So it's solder day and all of our friends are over and we're putting parts on the boards and baking them. This is our brain surgery party.
Alright, I'm going to put solder paste. So I have a circuit board in our stack here. And I'm going to put it in our jig and line that up. And then this mask is laser cut, so there's holes where I want solder to go. So you can see the holes through there. So I have a can of solder paste, which is powdered lead, tin, and resin all together on this card. So I'm going to put this down. I'm going to make sure it lines up because you can totally get it off. So I'm going to take this and squeegee it like that. Scrape off the excess. And then
Has pasty.
it has gray paste on all the pads that I want solder on now. Or for the most part. Generally we do this for the really tiny microscopic parts. I'm going to inspect them under a microscope later and I'll fix whatever didn't solder, and that's normal if you're doing it by hand. A machine would be perfect, of course. So that's two.
What pieces is Chris doing?
Chris is putting on the C1, C2, C3, R1, R2, and D1, which are the 3 of the capacitors, 2 of the resistors, and 1 of the diodes.
He has 6 parts?
He has 6 parts, yeah, and then there's probably 6 over here, and then Bill has another 3 or 4. So I'm going from smallest to largest in parts.
Okay.
So you can see the ones that he's doing are like grains of pepper. That's how small they are, and because Chris is so amazing, he's going to place these by hand. These are polarized, I forgot to tell you.
Yeah.
So this is 300 Atmega 328 chips. So I'm going to lift this tray up. So that is 300 chips from Atmel, the brains. And if I drop this tray, it'll go everywhere. So
Don't do that. Put it down then.
So, and a lot of parts like this come in trays so that a robot that we don't have can pick and place them onto the board. So it just plucks them out of the tray.
So yeah, a robot like the one that we're selling.
Someday that we might build, yeah.
Yes. Sucks these up with a little pipette and then puts them exactly where they're supposed to be on the board.
But today, Bill's going to do that.
Bill, you're a Delta robot.
You are a Delta
I'm gonna
robot.
suck it up in a pipette.
Yes.
Okay, you can use tweezers.
Here, no.
What's Sarah doing?
What?
What
I'm doing brain surgery.
Really?
Yes.
What you making?
I'm taking all of these little tiny pieces and I am placing them with tweezers, oh god, onto the board. But this one's upside down, so I'm not going to put it down. So half of these are the correct way and half of them aren't. So you have to flip the ones that aren't and then pick them up and then you put them on their little pad placey thingy where they're supposed to go, right? Without bumping all the other parts out of where they're supposed to be, and then you move it to the next person to the right, and then they put the other parts that need to go on it on, and then Mark bakes them.
Pizza off of that floor.
Who has time to clean when there's robots to make?
Yeah.
One little tip is like, okay, so we had solder paste on, and we're gonna put those bags of loose parts, shake it like that, finished board comes out.
It's like checks.
Yeah.
Do a double one of these silver bags and put all the parts in and shake it,
Yeah.
and then reach in and then pull out.
Finish.
You know, like
Ready to go.
throw it in the oven or hold it under the flame.
Yeah, like a little pizza.
I have the blowtorch. It's like, oh, that'd be awesome.
Can brulee it.
Brulee.
They'd like.
PCB brulee.